Imagine being able to learn anything faster, memorize complex topics, and remember everything that you learned. Well, this is possible with the Feynman Technique. The Feynman Technique is a 4-step learning technique or a method developed by Richard Feynman, a famous American physicist and a Nobel Prize winner. He is also called the Great Explainer. This method actually goes in 4 ways. It's simply you learn, you teach, you recall, and then now you memorize. So let's start with the first one. Find a topic or a concept or the thing that you want to learn. It could be a concept, a new language. It could be a particular topic like photosynthesis or learning the solar systems. You are going to pick out a book and you're going to write down everything that you learn. So you're going to have a resource that you're going to be learning from. Let's say you are learning from Wikipedia or you are learning from Google. You're just going to be writing down everything you study, you read, and you write it. For example, learning about photosynthesis. And you learn this is the process whereby plants uses energy from the sunlight to actually produce food for themselves. Now, when you write this, you've learned the first concept, and that is technically the first thing you need to do. It could be learning a new language. For a day you wanted to learn 5 new words, so you just learned 5 new words. You check from the book, or you check from a dictionary, or you check from a website, and then you write them down. That is step 1. Step 2, you teach or you explain this concept like you are explaining to a child. Your ability to pick the same concept that you just learned some few minutes ago or moments ago and explaining it to a child is you actually tracking yourself whether you really understand the topic. Because when you teach, it means you have actually comprehended and understood what you're trying to also teach. So the second process is about, okay, I learned 5 new words. Can I explain it to somebody? Do I still remember? So let's say while you were learning the 5 new words, you realize that actually I learned 5 new words, but now I only remember 3. There you got yourself, because actually it means you've forgotten the 2. And you were trying to explain photosynthesis, and then you realize that it is a process whereby plants produce their food, but using what energy? And you remember that you've forgotten that everything that you actually learned concerning where they get the energy from. So with this being the second part, we are going to go back to stage 3. You're going to go back to the resources and to recall and to rewrite the things that you've actually forgotten. In other words, we call it filling in the gap. The process of filling in the gap is going back to the same resources and tracking down the things that you have actually forgotten. In the concept of the photosynthesis, here you're going to go back and then clearly remember that it is actually getting the energy from the sun. Or in the new words that you were trying to learn, out of the 3 which you've already mastered, then you need to put emphasis on the 2 that you have actually forgotten and remind yourself the reason why you actually forgot those 2 concepts. That is the step 3. Stage 4, rewrite the things in a simpler form and also use analogies. The fact that you've forgotten some things, it means we are just going to make everything as simple as possible to ourselves. So you might come back to your notes and write them in simpler terms. For example, photosynthesis. What are the things that are going to make you remember? What are the key points? Energy from the sun, production of food by plants. So you can actually do something like this rather than the explanation in the book whereby photosynthesis is a complex process whereby this and that. You can just go energy from the sun used by plants to produce their own food. So this is one simple example. So after you've made it simpler, there you go. You have all the 4 steps by the Feynman Technique developed by Richard Feynman, a very powerful method. Now let's go to a little bit practical aspect of this. When you're trying to learn something, the fact that you learn and you forget is because you never tested yourself. So the Feynman Technique is a method whereby it is all about learn, test yourself, and improve. So while you're doing this process, you can guarantee yourself the ability to be able to actually get everything done. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you've not tried the Feynman Technique before, I strongly suggest that you go ahead to do that. In the comment section, you can also suggest to us some of the learning methods that you use that you found helpful, and if that is the case, we can also check it out. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next videos. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also press the bell icon so you don't miss out on any other future contents that are coming. Thank you so much. Bye.